E Plus on London's Choice. I haven't heard that for a minute. American Boy, Estelle and Kanye West. And it's only right we kind of play a track like that to kind of introduce a lady that's I've been trying to get on the station, on the show for a little while. She hails from West Kensington, West London. She's been on the grind for a while. I'm not going to say a minute, because it has been more than a minute. It's been a while. 2 albums under her belt. She's got a Grammy under her belt as well. Yeah. Estelle, welcome to Choice. How you doing?
Thank you, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. 2 albums underneath your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Just dropped a new one. All of Me.
Yo, number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked.
Why?
You're singing, like you do throw a couple of, kind of throw a couple of curveballs in the back. Most, you're singing.
It's not.
You're not
really...
spitting. You're not spitting then, all right?
I am. I'm doing I feel like it's 50-50 on this one.
You've worked with so many people on the album, man.
Man, a lot of good producers, a lot of really dope, really, really good producers, It's called All of Me. I didn't want to put too many feature artists on it, so I put like 3 or 4 on it. I
Heavyweights.
Yeah.
Heavyweights. Let's be clear.
It's Rick Ross, on it. But no, this album was just like a whole moment, for me. Like it's like the growth period. Like people are like always like, oh, you take so long with the albums. It took you 4 years between albums. Well, I kind of like to use the period to like grow in it and be a human being and become a better person. I don't like, I don't like to just kick them out for the sake of kicking them out. I think it's boring. I think it's done in every other genre and every other artist does that, and we don't really take them serious after 10 years. Meanwhile, I've been here for about 14 so far, so I think I'm doing all right.
See, a while. You've been here for a while.
It takes a minute, but yeah, exactly.
I'm hearing that you're writing a book.
Yeah.
A cookbook.
Me and my mum are doing a cookbook together.
What kind of cuisine is it? Senegalese?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
See, we're from Senegal and half Senegalese, half Canadian. Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Grenada, right? So she had to, my dad wasn't around for like a lot of my childhood. I lived with my stepdad. He was from Grenada too, so she would cook West Indian food and she would cook African food, and then British, bangers and mashed chips, whatever, And it was, we ate that all the time, and I always wondered to myself how she made that happen on no budget with 9 kids, And it's pure creativity.
Yeah.
Pure creativity.
Yep.
So I said to her, why don't you start writing down these recipes and let's make a book. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, but that's not the only book though.
No, I'm doing a photography book too.
So tell me about that.
I'm a photographer on the low. I take pictures for fun. I studied it in college, innit? So it just kind of, as I was going around the world, I started just wanting to remember the memories, because I spent a day here, a day there, and I started forgetting where I've been places. I'd be like, I go back and be like, I feel like I've been here before, and I have been there before.
Right.
So it was like, let me start taking pictures and really remembering these things, these moments, And so I'm putting together a few books, paired with some poetry. One of my good friends, who's an actor called Omari Hardwick, and it's called The Adventures of Being Famous.
Big.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the book. Can't wait to get the cookbook.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of nice in the kitchen, but
all right, we'll see. I'm gonna do a contest. People got to cook it and send in their pictures. You're gonna be the number one.
You know what? But it's not just about looks. I mean, presentation, but it's all about the tasting. E Plus, Estelle's in the building, and I'm hearing that you really like Young Jeezy I Do that we just got on.
I do. Oh my goodness, that's my song. I remember first time I heard that I was in Atlanta and in a club. And he was in there, and I was like, Jeezy ain't in it, whatever. And then he played his song, and they were like, shout out to Jeezy in the building. I was like, oh. And then he comes over and he's like, what up? I was like, oh my goodness, I love Jeezy. I'm a brand new Jeezy fan, because I feel like he's grown a bit, matured a bit. He's talking about other things, stuff that girls can relate to. I just like his direction where he's going right now. But I Do is my song. I like
it's
that.
It's a very big song. Now, speaking about people that you've met on the track Speak My Mind on the album, on the new album, All of Me, you kind of say that you met your heroes and that they kind of,
he put me in a pedestal. He told me I was dope. I was like, oh. It's weird to walk into someone like Mary J. Blige or be in the same venue and she's like, yo, whatever you're dope, this is my song, America Was my song. And then she hears me years later, a couple years later, we just did something at Sundance, and she was like, she had to introduce me, present me, and she was like, yo, I need you guys to give it up for my girl. She's one of the ones we want to stay. She is rock, she is hip hop, she's whatever she wants to be, and we love that. We want her here. So
for real?
Make sure you support. And she went in. I'm about to go on stage. I'm standing shaking like, Mary, You know, the one person I sat in my room singing along to, because I didn't have money for no singing teachers, loves what I'm about and thinks I'm incredible like that. Yeah, man. It just made me realise what I'm here for, you know?
But that's not just that. I mean, whenever I see a picture of Estelle or a picture of Mary J. Blige, it's not about clothes off, things hanging out.
No, really,
it's all about classy. You can still be sexy with the clothes on.
Absolutely. I believe in that. I believe that you can sing and be an artist singing, you know, like, and you can do things with class, you can do things with taste. You know, I wouldn't say I was a little bit naked in the Thank You video. I had lingerie on, but you didn't look at it like, oh, tits. You know, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, booby. It was classy.
Yep.
You know, like, I just think there's a way to do stuff. You know, there's a way to do it. Just being all out there sometimes. I always feel like the sexiest part of a woman's never her front, it's the back. You know? Like,
okay.
you're not, if you look at her tits, everyone's got tits, every woman has tits. But there's something to be said for a woman with a very nice back. Just saying. Fellas.
I agree with you.
Right?
Moving on.
I like to know, guys. Tell
It's
me
true.
that.
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
your
yeah.
back though. And I'm like, I know what. Oh, wait. What, this whole back? This thing? What? You know. But they told me that's the sexiest part. So I'm just saying, like, it's not always about being obvious, you know?
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
So, obviously, London, the States, or UK and the States.
Yeah.
I done my research, Estelle. I've dug out, a couple of interviews.
Lord.
And you say that American guys are well put together.
They are.
Explain.
They're pretty, as in, like, their grooming
Okay.
is on point.
Okay.
Like, they will have a fresh haircut.
All right.
They will be clean. Like, I appreciate that. I really do.
As a lady, I expect you to appreciate
I really
that.
do. Like, I never used to think about it before, and then, you know, as you get older, you're like, oh no, look, his hair. Oh, it's picky. Oh, what's under that hat? I don't know. Oh no, you know, you get in moments. But like, they're pretty well put together as far as grooming and stuff. Fashion tips now. I've had to dress a few boys. I've had to dress.
Okay.
My ex, I definitely had to, you know, redirect his entire wardrobe. You know, London guys kind of have that on smash.
There you go.
But at the same time, there's still some guys out here that could do with some looser jeans or pulling them up just a touch. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I agree. And then you went on to say that UK guys are very straight to the point.
I love that. It's the thing I like. If a guy, I mean, at first it's really nice when, like, you know, it's really dope when, like, you go and you experience something different as far as the game and stuff. And then when every single person has that same talk, you're like, oh, you know what? Shut up. Like, what do you want? Do you want my number? What do you need? What do you need? You know? And then they get taken aback.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That's not part of the game. You're not playing the game. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not here to play the game. Start getting beef with them. It becomes a whole moment. They want to slap you, want to slap them. It's all kinds of things.
Oh dear. So
But-
where are you actually based? Is it LA or is it New York? Because like I
Between-
said, you've got that LA glow.
Between LA and New York.
Between it, okay.
I'm hiding behind sunglasses
It's all
today.
good. It's all good.
I've got
It's all
very
good.
tired eyes. But no, between LA and New York.
Cool. You know, it's been absolutely wonderful speaking to you. Like I said, I've never met you before. Thanks for passing through.
Thank you.